Imagine a bell that should not exist. A bell that vanished decades ago, yet tolls tonight. Not in memory, not in legend, but in the silence around you. In a small town in Pennsylvania, locals claim that every midnight, 12 chimes echo through the darkness. 12 chimes that draw the curious, and the ones who follow never return the same. In 1973, a small wooden chapel once stood in a quiet town. It was humble, weathered, and ordinary, until the night a lightning strike shattered the sky and set it ablaze. The fire roared through its walls, devouring everything in its path. The bell tower collapsed, the bronze bell hauled away to be melted down, and the chapel was reduced to ashes. The townspeople mourned, believing the sound of the bell was gone forever. But as it often happens with tragedy, not everything is buried with the rubble. Decades passed. The churchyard lay empty. Weeds grew over gravestones, and the world moved on. Yet locals whisper that at midnight, the bell rings again. Some dismiss it as imagination, some as memory, but those who have heard it say it is unlike any sound they have known. Heavy, deep, reverberating, calling out in the night as if from another realm entirely. Stories persist of those who dared to follow the sound. One man, returning from a late-night shift, stopped when the tolling reached his ears. It was impossible, yet undeniable. Compelled by a force he could not explain, he walked toward the call. The air grew thick, every breath sharp. The night seemed to stretch endlessly, time slowing as he pressed forward. He reached the empty churchyard and saw only darkness and gravestones, and yet he swore he could glimpse a faint shadow of a steeple where the chapel once stood. Then the last chime echoed, and he saw them, figures standing silently where the pews had once been. Their faces were blackened with ash, mouths agape as if screaming, but no sound escaped. Frozen in fear, he realized he had crossed a boundary between the living and the dead. The legend says, if you ignore the bell, it remains a distant echo, harmless, perhaps even forgotten. But if you follow, if curiosity pulls you closer, you invite the nightmare into your life. Dreams of fire begin, the scent of smoke lingers in your room, and time bends. 12 days. That is the measure of the curse. And when the 12th night comes, someone in your family may vanish, claimed by the invisible fire that waits for the unwary. No one knows why the bell continues to toll. Some claim it lies buried underground, its sound traveling through soil and stone, seeking ears that are willing to listen. Others say it is a message from the past, a memory of tragedy made tangible. Yet all agree, once you hear it, the world shifts. Nothing feels safe. The night becomes longer. The shadows lean closer. And even when the first light of day returns, the echo of that midnight bell lingers in your mind, impossible to forget. And so, the bell tolls. Whether you hear it in a quiet room, in the stillness outside your window, or in a distant dream, its warning is the same. Curiosity carries a price. Listen too closely, and you may discover the truth, that some sounds, once lost, are never truly gone. They wait, they watch, and they claim what they are owed. Tonight, when the clock strikes 12, listen carefully. If you hear it, do not follow. The midnight bell is patient, silent, and eternal. It waits for those who dare to chase it, and when it finds them, nothing is ever the same again.